This week in Jamaica Now, Weeping Wednesday. 3 students and a man are shot dead execution style in Clarendon. The police commissioner calls it a dastardly act and pledges $500,000 for information on the killers. As the new Ganja law takes effect, 2 student smokers end up in hospital. The education minister issues a warning.
Ganja is not to be used and cannot help you to do better in your GSAT or your CSEC.
Government still calculating the cost of the Obama visit and why the youth minister wants Jamaica to legalize abortion now. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
Enter to win great prizes from now until June 26th in the Gleaner's Youth Link Scratch and Win promotion. Phone cards, meal vouchers, gift vouchers, movie tickets and tablets. Get your scratch card with every copy of Youth Link purchased and follow the instructions to reveal if you've won a prize. Check the Gleaner's Youth Link for more details. The Gleaner's Youth Link magazine, it's all about youth. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
I'm Caroline Brown and this is Jamaica Now. Police Commissioner Dr. Carl Williams has vowed to be relentless as investigators seek to bring justice to those responsible for the gangland-style murders of 3 high school students and a man in Clarendon on Wednesday night. The police are offering $500,000 for information on the killers of 35-year-old accounting clerk Marquise Hamilton, 14-year-old Ricardo Briscoe of Garvey Marceo, and Raymond Gibbons, also 14 of Veer Technical, and 15-year-old Alex Turner of Central High.
We are going to stop at nothing. We already have a few theories that we're working with, and they are going to be getting better as the day goes by, and we will get them.
The 3 students and the man were reportedly ordered to lie face down and were shot in the head by 2 armed men. The police theorize that robbery is the motive behind the killings, and the family of Ricardo Briscoe is urging members of their community to come forward with information.
We be strong because we need to speak out so that somebody will touch somebody and somebody will come up front. Honestly, we need the strength. And we can't do all for being there for me. All
and we're just beginning. We are just beginning. We are going to, in addition to the investigations that we're going to do, we're going to ensure that we have persons from our chaplaincy come down here and give us some counseling and give us some support. And we will come back again. We will leave your numbers. We will keep you abreast of the investigations and ensure that you're not left out anything.
Meanwhile, Youth Minister Lisa Hanna says the incident highlights that laws and regulations alone cannot help to address violence against children. She also said parents and communities need to be more vigilant in protecting children.
My heart goes out to the parents and the communities of those children. And certainly the CDA has been activated to ensure that we go in and do any grief counseling and assist those persons who will be asking questions as to why. I'm sure the police will be making the necessary investigations, and we ask the community to leave it to the police to get that done. And if they have any information about what has happened. But it is a dark day for our country.
In other news, the St. Mary teen accused of attempting to join a militant group is expected to know on Tuesday if he will be further remanded. On Thursday, a magistrate ruled that the teen should remain in police custody pending the results of a social inquiry report. The boy's attorney, Zara Lewis, has filed a habeas corpus application seeking his release as he was being held without charge since April 11. The teen was deported to Jamaica from Suriname 2 Saturdays ago. The authorities there had denied him entry on the basis that he was heading to the Netherlands, then to Turkey to join the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS. However, the boy's family has denied the claims. According to the boy's granduncle, the teen was attempting to visit his mother in England, who he has not seen in 6 years. The man says the teen did not have a visa to enter the United Kingdom and had planned to meet up with his mother and grandmother in the Netherlands before traveling to England. Education Minister Ronnie Thwaites has warned students that the new Ganja law is not permission for them to smoke the weed. The minister has promised action against those in violation. Thwaites issued the warning after disclosing that 2 students had to be taken for medical attention on suspicion of psychosis brought on after smoking marijuana. The education minister said principals had reported that some students declared April 15, the day the new Ganja law took effect, as Free Up the Weed Day, saying it will enhance their learning.
We want to make it very clear. All smoking is bad for the health. All smoking. Yes? Ganja is not to be used and cannot help you to do better in your GSAT or your CSEC. There has to be a sturdy program to discourage drug abuse, substance abuse. Call it by any epithet you wish in our schools. It can't help you. You're heading down a dark and dead road if you choose to smoke weed as a child.
The new Ganja law decriminalizes the possession of 2 ounces or less of ganja. Offenders will instead be issued with a $500 ticket payable at the tax office or a fine in the Petty Sessions Court. Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna is warning that more poor, unfortunate women and girls will continue to be hurt if Jamaica further delays legalizing abortion. Speaking in the Gleaner Online's current affairs program On the Record, Ms. Hanna said Jamaica needs to be progressive and get rid of the intrusive and disempowering anti-abortion law and settle a debate that has been raging for at least 40 years.
Women should be empowered to take their decisions about their bodies, about their own contraception. I certainly believe that women should be given that right. I don't think it is a state that should give veto power over a woman's body, especially if she's in harm's way.
In a September 2014 Gleaner commissioned Bill Johnson poll, 7 in 10 persons said Jamaica's abortion law should not be changed. Under the Offences Against the Person Act, anyone found guilty of having or facilitating an abortion could be sentenced to life in prison. The government is yet to put a price tag on the cost to host United States President Barack Obama from April 8 to 9. Government information spokesman Senator Sandra Faulkner told a special Jamaica House press briefing that the full cost to taxpayers is still being tabulated.
We're not able to give you a figure yet, but I'll tell you broadly what areas of cost, and we can give you later down. We'll have costs for additional security. The JDF had to bring out its reserve. We will have costs. We did some road works, as you are aware of. We also have costs relating to the coverage, the television coverage of the event, because we had to give feeds to the international entities that came with us. So those are the major costs that we expect. But we will give you a final figure when we have them collated.
Recently, it was reported that the road repairs ahead of the president's visit had cost the government $200 million. A section of Highway 2000 has been renamed the P.J. Patterson Highway. The highway was one of the Millennium projects announced by the Patterson administration in the late 1990s. Patterson, who served as Jamaica's 6th Prime Minister from 1992 to 2006, turned 80 on April 10. There were mixed reactions from Jamaicans who spoke with the Gleaner on the government's decision to rename a section of the highway in honor of the former Prime Minister.
Them can't do anything them feel like for do, because them been do anything in the country from the beginning of time. So right now, me even I say this right now, they don't think it count.
I believe that whosoever is here, then let they inherit. Why you can't put another person's name on it? I'm not saying that he's not to put on it or something, you know, but I'm saying give another person a chance.
I know that we always try to honor the people that serve us and do the best for us and our country. And if that's what they want to do, I think if the people decide that that is okay, then that is a good way to honor him.
I completely agree, because he was the one who came up with the concept and such, and where respect is due, it should be given. So I completely agree. I mean, why just a section though and not the entire thing?
And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune into Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Carleen Brown, and as we go, a peek from the Gleaner Skycam. Long lines, careless maneuvers, and toll charges. It's morning traffic in St. Catherine.